Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome on the event of 6 ICP2 Talk Show with me, Katan. We know that in every rainy season, our country often get natural disaster, especially flood. How to avoid the flood disaster that comes every year? Let's discuss it with the interviewers. Okay, I will introduce the first interviewer. Acha, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Thank you.
The second interviewer is Lintang. How are you, Lintang?
I'm very well, thank you.
The third is Safira. Are you okay today?
Alhamdulillah, nice to meet you again.
And the last interviewer is Keisha. Hi Keisha, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, I'll ask to Afja first. What area in our country that always get flood in every rainy season?
Okay, so I have the data from BMKG about the area that get hard rain in this year, like in Jakarta, Banten, and Surabaya. Let's look at this picture. From this picture, we know that in every rainy season, Jakarta almost have hard rain in every year.
Okay, thank you Acha. Lintang, what are the disadvantages if some area always get flood?
There are so many disadvantages from flood disaster. Many victims, majority, they pass away because swept away by the flash flood. We cannot account how much loss of property, and also so many diseases from flood disaster, like diarrhea disease, skin disease, and other.
Okay, thank you Lintang. Safira, what are the causes of flood that happens in Indonesia every year?
I think this disaster always come every year because Indonesia citizen in every year also develop. It means need more area to build housing and office. So the effect will less the land area to absorb the water when raining season. The second, so many drain cannot flow well stopped by the rubbish and many people that do illegal logging.
Okay, thank you Safira. Keisha, what are the government actions that has been done to avoid the flood?
In reality, the government already action to decrease this disaster, like make a law to give punishment for who doing illegal logging. The government also dredging the river regularly in order the river become more deep and can save more water when rainy. Build reservoir in some area also has done.
Okay, thank you Keisha. Okay, so many information already given by the interviewers. So now, this is the time I will give it to the audience. Any question from our topic? How to avoid the flood disaster that comes every year? Okay, you, come forward.
Thanks for the time, Gatan.
Please introduce yourself first.
My name is Kemal, and I want to ask about how are the way to evacuate the society from the area that get flood.
Okay, thank you, Kemal. You can go back to your seat. The second question. Okay, you, come forward.
Thank you for the time, Gatan. My name is Reta. Now, I want to ask about, although the government already dredging the river, but why the river still, but why the river still, but why the river still overflowed when rainy?
That's a good question, Reta. Okay, thank you. You can go back to your place. Okay, who will give the last question? Okay, you, come forward.
Thanks for the time, Gatan.
Okay, please introduce yourself first.
My name is Arga, and I want to ask about there are so many actions done by the government, but why still happen flood in our country?
Okay, thank you, Arga. You can go back to your seat. The first chance, I will give it to Acha to answer the first question. How are the ways to evacuate society from some areas that always get flood?
Well, so when the flood comes, the most important thing you should do is to save yourself.
So, first thing, you should move to the safety flood posts that have been determined. And second, you can supply the basic need of human like food, drinks, and clothes. And then, provide the medical personnel to control the health of the victims.
Okay, thank you, Acha. The second question will be answered by Lintang. The government there are so many actions that is done by the government, but why still overflowed when rainy?
The river still overflowed because after dredging, some of society still throw the rubbish in the river. So the river blocked up and the water still overflowed again.
Okay, thank you, Lintang, for your explanation. And the last question will be answered by Safira and Keisha. There are so many actions that has been done by the government, but why still happen flood in our country?
To avoid flood disaster, it doesn't depend on the government action, but need cooperation between all citizens. It means if government do some action, so the society also support and conserve it.
For example, the government already make a program planting 1,000 trees. So the society support by planting the trees around their area.
Okay, give applause for all the interviewers.
Many disadvantages from flood disaster often happen, so it will disrupt the water cycle. Availability clean the water. Please our natural resources in order the environment balance is maintained.
Flood disaster, they always happen in every year in our country. It also damages economic sector. So many economic activities cannot be done and it will make loss. Allah command us to conserve the nature and Allah forbid us to damage the nature. If we always damage the nature, we will get natural disaster like now. Let's increase our awareness to take care of the environment. Start from ourselves. Once more, start from ourselves. Let's throw the rubbish in the rubbish bin.
Okay, thanks for your time, Ma'am Rifi and Manini. You can go back to your seat. All the interviewers, can you please stand up? Okay, our time in this discussion is over. If we have mistakes or words that hurt your heart, please forgive us. Thanks for all your attention. And the last we say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.